Hey everybody, it's Medium Jody Jones coming to you live on Monday to find out what we have coming for us energetically to connect with our spirit guides and receive information, guidance, and support. And so we're going to get this going. We'll give everybody a few minutes to come on and connect. As you're coming on, let me know how you're doing. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know where you're coming in from. There we go. We can start to see everybody coming in. I may have to do a flip to see the comments because they weren't working yesterday. Oh, there we go. Working. Hi, Linda. I never know when I come on Facebook what's going to be working and what's not working. They keep changing the platform so much. Yeah. Hi, everybody. So how is everybody feeling? We had a pretty uneventful, energetic weekend, really. We had the Schumann going up and down a little bit, but we had no geostorms, no solar flares. So our energetic bodies actually got a pretty good opportunity to rest and relax. Let me know if you're sleeping better, because that should be happening with when they give us a break from the downloads and the uploads and all of that. We actually have the opportunity to sleep better. So let me know if you're sleeping better, but dreaming more. So having an easier time to fall into the dreams, and also probably dreaming about people that you've known in this lifetime, which is, we'll do a live on that one day specifically. But right now, I hope you guys know that a lot of the souls that you have interacted with in this particular lifetime are actually souls that are part of your soul family. And you've actually had many, many lifetimes with them. We're having a lot of healing in those relationships right now. So in our soul family relationships. And so this is not just the people that, that you are particularly close to and that you've loved. These are the people that have hurt you. These are the people that you've hurt. These are the people that you've had the biggest traumas with. Remember, these are souls that come here with an agreement to work on things with each other. So we're having a lot of healing done in that particular areas of our lives right now. So Courtney is saying, still can't dream, sleeping good. Okay. And so we don't always have the awareness of when we dream though, right? But you can always ask your guides before you go to sleep to help to see your dreams so that you know you can recall it, because it's kind of neat, right? It's kind of like watching a really good movie and then waking up from it and having the remembrance of it. Ingrid saying that she's having weird dreams. Yes, they can definitely be very strange for sure. Hi, Karen. I'm good. How are you? Hi, Glenda. Hi, Christy. We're going to pick our cards in a minute. I just want to get some information out. So you guys know that, of course, before I come on and connect with you, I do connect with my team of guides and angels, my divine guidance team. Of course, they're saying to me board meeting right now. So, of course, your team of guides and angels join us collectively. We go in, we receive the channeled information for the week of what will be best for all of us, what kind of guidance will be best for all of us. And that's where I'm going to start with today. Hi, Ingrid. Hi, Deshanna. Oh, thank you. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Lorraine. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Wanda. Hi, Alice. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Linda. You guys are so nice this morning, giving me awesome compliments. Thank you. That's awesome. Lovely way to start my week. Okay. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Wanda. Okay, so we're gonna just do the general of what I was given for all of us as far as what kind of energy is coming through this week and what we can kind of anticipate. And so they gave me a few key words. And so remember, and this is, if any of you out there are working on your intuition, your connection to spirit, maybe you're practicing to become a medium or a psychic or a healer. Remember that when we communicate with other realms, being in other realms, it doesn't sound the way that you and I talk. It's not, of course, they don't speak in the human language. So they're not just big, long sentences and paragraphs when they're communicating with us. It really is telepathic communication. And so they really do give me bits and pieces, and then it comes with an energetic trail. And so part of my job of what I do is to be able to interpret that energetic trail and then bring it into a language where you guys will understand it and be able to comprehend it. So that is part of my job. Spirit's always saying now to me that it's the translator. They're like, well, you wanted a name for what you do. You're a translator. So I translate telepathic communication into human language. That's kind of a cool job, right? So they gave us trusting and believing. And this is a big thing. They'd been giving this to me for a few weeks now. And it's like this big, massive, everything that's going on in the planet right now, you know, the dreaded P word, the dreaded V word, all of that stuff that is going on right now is this big, massive story that is playing out that we are all part of. And I know that it is causing many people stress, many people anxiety, and it's from all levels of the way you're seeing things, the way you're interpreting things, the way you're coming about things. And there's so much behind the scenes that people are not thinking about or talking about or, digging deep into, because sometimes if you dig too deep, it hurts. And so there's a lot of stuff that is happening right now that we are collectively, again, this is here as souls, we've all chosen to be here right now, collectively together, working through this, because this is giving us many, many opportunities for growth and development on a soul's level. And so they gave me this really interesting picture, and I want to just explain it to you guys probably in the simplest way that you'll understand. Let me know in the comments if you have ever had a massive argument with somebody. So a big argument, it lasted a really long time. It was heated. You were standing your ground on the way that you felt. You firmly believed that you were 100% right, and you were not going to let down on that. And the person that you were fighting with felt exactly the same. They were 100% in alignment with what they believed was true. And this massive argument came up between the two of you, and it was all emotional and very heightened and dramatic. And time fast forwards, and the particular situation that you were arguing about unfolds. And it doesn't quite unfold the way that you thought, and it doesn't quite unfold the way that they thought, but it unfolds. It unfolds, takes its due course, it completes, it finishes, and you're both kind of left standing there going, well, I thought I was right, and you thought you were right. But now the dust has settled, and we can realize that we were both wrong. And yet now in that moment, you have the awareness that all of that energy that you put into it, all of that emotion, all of the ego energy really didn't serve a purpose other than to keep you in alignment with the anger, with the frustration, with the fear, right? Remember, you cannot be an angry peacekeeper. You cannot, peace and fear don't go together. You can't do it. It's really, really simple, guys. If you remind yourself always that there's really two simple vibrations that would fuel us. It's either fear or it's love. And there's a lot of people out there right now who are fooling themselves into believing that they are standing up for a cause and fighting, the word fighting, for what they believe in to be true. Now remember, when you are doing that through the vibration of fear, right? Have you ever fought through the vibration of love? You can't. They feel energetically different. And I can sit here and I can have a heated conversation with anybody right now about this, because I'm sure that those out there that are being the peacekeepers, that are standing up for their beliefs, I believe that they are coming from a place of love with it. And I do believe that they are. but the actions that they take is through the vibration of fear. And so this is why, again, Spirit is giving me this, everybody must stand their ground in their beliefs. Everybody must stand up for what they believe in, but everybody must follow their intuition with this. And by saying that, I mean, follow the way you're feeling when you're talking about something, when you're saying, this is how I feel, when you're standing up for your truths. Pay attention to the way you're feeling about it, because if you are feeling angry with it, if you are feeling forceful with it, you know that that's coming from your ego, and you know that ego's fuel is fear. So you need to be very, very mindful of this. And I know it's hard because we are programmed to believe that when we have to stand up for a cause, we need to be the warrior. We need to have the warrior energy. And yes, there are times when that needs to happen. But we also need to keep that in balance with having our soul in alignment. So having our soul energy, which, remember, if you caught me on yesterday, is very neutral. It's very neutral. And the reason why it's neutral is because it already knows. It already has the understanding that everything is always working out the way that it needs to. So it takes the steps differently. It takes the actions differently. It takes it through ease and grace and the understanding. So here's the difference. So when the soul knows that it needs to take action and it needs to do things to make things happen, it raises in frequency and flows. It's like the magic carpet ride. It flows. It knows that everything, it just knows, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this step, and then that's going to happen next. And then and that's how it flows. The ego is different, because the ego is like, well, we've got to do this, and now we have to do that. And oh, watch out for that person. So you see the vibration is very, very different. And so I'm not going to give you an end date on what we're experiencing right now, because remember, and this is another big thing for anybody that's making predictions out there, remember, nothing is ever written in stone. Nothing is ever permanent. Everything is energy. So that means it's constantly changing. And so because of that, everything that's happening on the planet right now is constantly changing with our vibration. So, right, the planet changes frequency, we change frequency. We change frequency, the planet changes frequency. It's this constant ebb and flow of energies and a constant flow of cycles. That's part of what happens on this planet. So, talking about cycles, we're coming into energetically one of the biggest cycles that happens on the planet, and that's the eclipse season. And so we're beginning that on May 26th. That's going to be our first full moon, which is the flower full moon. It's also the total lunar eclipse blood moon. So say that all in one sentence. It sounds like a lot, right? So what happens, though, is the sun and the moon create a powerful alignment. So we have two massive forces. You know how massive the sun is. You know how massive the moon is. Those two energetics come together and create an alignment. And when that happens, it's like Spirit is saying to me right now, it's like a magic potion happens. And so when this happens, we are going to be given an influx of energy that's going to help everything that we've been experiencing. And really very cool, Spirit gave me on that they said truths to be told. So remember, I honestly believe we've been deceived for a very long time. I believe that, this whole thing has been a massive deception. And so I'm glad that everybody is waking up to this. Everybody is. People are slowly getting into alignment with what's going on, which is awesome to see. But this energy coming in with the moon and the sun is going to create, it's kind of like a massive, massive shining of the truth. And so they said truths to be told. And so I'm so excited about this because we need this. And for you, how is that going to affect you? This is what in the comments I put, are you going to be celebrating or are you going to be shaking in your boots? That's going to depend on where you are vibrationally. Remember, all of this stuff that you've been experiencing has been happening for you, not to you. And so when we come through this, you should be reaching the point where you are understanding that these are opportunities. So that means letting go of victim mode, letting go of regret, letting go of resentment, letting go of fear, letting go of all of that stuff. And then again, getting into alignment with the soul energy, that the knowing, the trusting, the having the faith, the believing, right? And I know that for some of you, it's hard to get to that place because things have just been not going the way that you want them to or anticipating them to. But part of that is when we get into alignment with our soul energy is the letting go of control, right? Letting go of ego, letting go of the need to be right, which is what's happening right now on this planet, right? We have a very, very clear division of this side is right and this side is wrong. We're going to soon find out that it's not exactly that way, okay? That's going to be one of the truths that are coming through. And again, Spirit's showing me that it's going to be like, the two sides that just got into the big fight and then they realize, oh, it's not the way I thought, and it's not the way that you thought. And then it's interesting because then all of that other stuff, the fighting, all of the arguing, the I need to be right and you're wrong, it's just going to dissipate. It's just going to go away. And it's going to be gone because you're going to know that none of that served any purpose. But the thing is, when you're in it and you're heated and you're digging in, it feels like it means a lot and it's important. And so Spirit is reminding us right now, remember the way your vibrational energy feels when you are standing up for something. Tune into your intuition, follow the vibration of love and not the vibration of fear. So remember, try to do everything through that vibration, not for the sake of everybody around you, but for the sake of your own energetic well-being. Make sure that you are doing everything in your power to get into alignment with the vibration of love. And you guys know how that feels. I know I'm going to get asked a million questions after this. So how do we do this? You have to feel it. You have to feel it. I know that you understand what fear feels like, and I know you understand what love feels like. So you just have to have the awareness of what you are in vibrational alignment with, and you make the conscious choice. Okay, guys, so let's get into this week, into our particular messages. We're going to work with the crystals. The crystals that I'm using this week are actually jewelry from one of my favorite places on Etsy to shop. And so that is Sinus Finnicus. You can go to the Etsy shop and look them up. They make beautiful, beautiful, beautiful high vibrational gemstone jewelry. I love, love, love their stuff. And you're going to see how lovely the stuff is that we're going to use. Of course, I don't pre-pick the gemstones to the cards, so I trust that Spirit's going to align that for us. So wherever you are right now, I want to make sure that you guys are connecting to your divine guidance team. So take a moment right now. I just want you to close your eyes. I want you to take 3 slow, deep belly breaths. And as you do this, I want you to ask them for some specific guidance for help for you this week energetically. And so ask them to communicate with you telepathically and ask them to show you. So you're going to see a number 1, a number 2, or a number 3. And we'll give everybody an opportunity to tune in. So number 1, feel into that. Is number 1 coming up for you strongly, that's the one you should choose? Feel it. Don't think about it. If you're receiving it in your mind, you're in the wrong place. Remember, telepathic communication does not happen in the good old human brain. Number 2, or number 3. So do yourself a favor, just connect with your team, get the guidance on this, and then put your card number into the comments. And don't forget, guys, to like the video today as you're putting in the comments, And then I've also put the link up in there. Don't forget to go to my website, to pop over there quickly and become a member of my soul circle. It's free. And then you will receive the link for a healing meditation, which is kind of cool. My gift to you for becoming part of my soul circle. So we'll give everybody a couple moments just to go in and choose their card. So card number 1, card number 2, and you may be drawn to the crystal, right? That may be part of it. That particular crystal is also going to give us ideas about what you're needing right now, specifically energetically. And card number 3. Okay, so everybody have their card chosen? Everybody feel the pull, the draw to one of the cards? And yes, so Trish is saying that there's 2, so you can definitely feel the draw to 2. Again, remember, because you're tuning in right now, you are being specifically called to receive all of the messages. So we will remind ourselves that all of the messages will be for all of us, but there will be some in the one that you choose that will be specifically, we're going to resonate with you, that are going to give you some insights into what you need to know about. Okay, so let's dive in and find out what our messages are for the week. Okay, so anybody that chose number 1, this is your crystal. This is my newest favorite love. I'll give you guys a moment just to take a guess at this one. I don't think you're going to get it because it's not your typical, I don't see this gemstone everywhere. So I was quite excited when I did find it through the Sinus Finnicus on Etsy. And it is magical. As soon as you pick it up, this gemstone is magical. And I love the way, you see the way they do the gold around for the jewelry. It's beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. Any guesses on this one, guys? So this is solar quartz. And of course you guys have all heard of, quartz, right? Quartz there's clear quartz, smoky quartz. There's lots of them. This is called solar quartz. And of course I thought it was perfect timing right now because of the lunar eclipse that's happening, but with the powerful sun-moon combination coming in. So solar quartz. And so this stone is really important for bringing emotional strength and uplifting energy. So think about how the sun makes you feel, right? Sitting in the sun for a few minutes. And this also is increasing the connection between spirit and harmony. So anytime we have gemstones that are light or white, right, we think about crown chakra connection. It's also a really protective and purifying stone. So really, really good to keep our energetic bodies purified and strong. It also amplifies our healing power. So if you are an energy worker or you do any kind of healing energy, this is a really, really good stone for you to use. I will be wearing it on Thursday when I come on live with you guys to do my group healing again. So this is a good stone for that. And it also improves the flow of energy, which is incredibly important for us to remember when we are driving these human vehicles. The biggest thing that will cause us to not feel well is stuck and stagnant energy. And so the solar quartz is a really good choice for that. So that's for everybody who chose. And I know that it looks like agate, but it's not agate. I know that it does, and because it's got like that center where it's kind of creamy and dark. But it's not. It actually is quartz. It's actually quartz. So very cool. Okay. So everybody who chose card number 1, your card number is round and round. Can you guys see that picture? So this is kind of interesting. So this morning as I was waking up and between the waking state and the dream state, I was hearing that song in my head, Round and Round. You know that Round and Round, that I can't remember who the band is. Maybe somebody knows, put it in the comments. But I had that song in my head and now they're giving us that card. Very interesting. Okay, so let me go into and see what they're saying. This is for everybody who chose card Just want to focus. Card number 1. Okay, so they're saying to me right now, this is for feeling like you've been here before. So they're saying regrets. This is people who have chosen card number 1 have regrets. They're feeling like it's been all work and no play. They're feeling like that everything that they have been working for has not been coming to fruition for them. And they're saying to me that this is not the case. So they're showing me cycles again. So they're saying, remember, everything is on a cycle. And sometimes when you stop in the middle of the cycle and you look at it and you're looking for completion, you will be disappointed because your cycle is not being completed. It has not gone through the cycle. So this is saying, Spirit's saying to us right now, don't give up hope. They're saying don't lose your inspiration of where you have been going and what you're trying to accomplish. And they're saying to get into the flow of it. So remember, the round and round is also, think about a circle, how a circle flows. It doesn't have any hard corners or hard edges. It puts us into a flow. And so they're saying to me, anybody who's chosen the card number 1, this is what you're going to need to get through the next little while, is the ease and the flow. And they're saying about the joy, finding the joy in the journey. Again, they're saying to me, not the destination. So not focusing on the destination, but rather than the journey. They're talking about the cycle. So knowing that it is a cycle. And it's okay that your cycle's not complete or your cycle's not near the end, because you know that it's going to come all the way around. It's going to come all the way around, and that's okay because that's what it's meant to do. Okay, so that is for everybody that chose card number 1. And then your gemstone is the solar quartz. And the first thing we did with that was the brings emotional strength and uplift. So really good message for anybody that's feeling like the round and round is like the merry-go-round that they can't get off and they can't get on. So those two together, just reminding yourself again, to give yourself a little bit of boost energetically, because you're doing okay. It's going to be okay. You're just in the middle of a cycle. You're not at the end of a cycle. That's important to remember. Okay. So everybody who chose card number 2, the gemstone for this one, I'll give you guys a moment to guess on it. Can't really see it well in this filter, but it is blue. It's a baby blue. I will give everybody. Maxine says she knows that song. You guys know what song? You know when you get a song stuck in your head? And I won't try and sing it for you because I do not want to hurt your ears. But yeah, it's that round and round song. I guess I should look at the lyrics at it. And everybody maybe take a look. If you chose card number 1, go look at the lyrics for that song and see if the lyrics kind of make sense to you. Okay, so card number 2. Can you guys see that? So this is one of my favorite stones. I'm going to actually wear this today. I have decided energetically that this will be one of my favorite. There are all different kinds of colors with this stone. So I use the black and the blue together. They actually work really, really nicely together. Again, this was actually the first piece that I got from that. So from that Sinus Finnicus on Etsy. A couple years ago, and I love it. I love it. I love it. And so anybody want to guess on this one? Any guessers? Emily's saying angel light. Nope. But that's a good guess. Carrie says calcite. Nope. I'll let you know because it's probably not one that you're gonna know. So it's kyanite. So kyanite. So this is blue kyanite, and you can also get black kyanite. And I do the blue and the black together. I have the black here. It's with it because I wear them together. And they call the black kyanite the witch's broom. So can you see that? Because it kind of looks a little bit like my camera's not looking very good on there. But it really kind of looks like a little bit of a broom to it. But we're using the blue kyanite for today's purposes because that's the one we chose. And so, of course, because it's blue, it's a perfect stone for the throat chakra. So this is really, really helpful for communication. Ingrid's asking if can I post a link for the jewelry. I will, guys. I'll go back in there and I'll post the link to. But you can see Sinus Finnicus in the background. That's their. If you go to Etsy and you just look them up, they've got a page on Etsy. They probably have one on Facebook too. I can look and see if they do. I will tag them as well, and then I'll put their link, their information in the comments or in the description. So throat chakra, communication. Also about being heard, right? Not just about speaking your truth and talking and communicating, but also about being understood, also about being heard. This is a really, really powerful stone for cutting through fears and blockages. So removing energetic blockages around fear. I think that we need to like wrap the entire world right now in kyanite. This also is a great stone for restoring chi to the physical body. So vitality, strength, if you're just overcoming an illness. You guys know I had pneumonia a while back. This is a really good stone for the physical body. And I was wearing it lots with my healing. And it really, really did help. It's also a really good calming stone. So it's really, really good for promoting calm and balance in the body. And the neat thing about kyanite is that it's like selenite. It doesn't hold on to any negativity, so it doesn't need to be cleansed, which is awesome for anyone out there who's kind of lazy about their crystals and doesn't want to have to clean them. Yet, you guys know that the full moon's coming up on the 26th, so it's a good time to get all of your stones out and get them cleansed. And this stone is really, really good for balancing the yin and the yang. So it's all about creating that balance. So beautiful, beautiful stone for that. And again, look how they do. This one's in silver. He does like the silver around the stone, which I love the way it looks. Okay, so that is kyanite. So anybody that chose card number 2, your card is Loyal Heart. Can you guys see that okay? I should take off this filter thing. Let me see if it'll just take it off and then you can see things better. There. I think that's better. Okay, so card number 2 is Loyal Heart. So let's just go in and see what everybody is meant to know about this if you chose card number 2. Okay, so they're saying to me right now sacrifices, that there's been sacrifices in relationships. They're talking to me about friendships. They're talking to me about letting go of a sense of need or want around commitment. They're talking about having the sense of what something needs to look like or something needs to feel like. Spirit is saying to me, it's an important lesson for everybody that chose card number 2 to know that you're not always going to get a match to your energy output. So you're not always going to get an energetic match when it comes to relationships as far as what you put out and what you get back. It's not always going to be an equal exchange. Now, in a perfect world, it would be, right? In a perfect world, we would get exactly what we give, but if we came here because this was a perfect world, we wouldn't have much opportunity for growth and development. So remember, they're just showing me right now they're talking about equal exchanges. So when you're in a relationship and you're all in and you're the one who is the most loyal person and you're giving 100% of yourself, and it's not coming back to you, this is an opportunity for you to realize many, many different things. So it can be several things. It can be that your current level of self-care, self-love needs to be worked on, right? To make sure that, again, that you're going to be attracting people into your lives that appreciate as much as you appreciate yourself, right? It's also going to, Spirit is saying to me right now, it's also an opportunity to clearly see what is. So it gives you the opportunity to have the realization of, oh, okay, so that's just, it's never going to be what I want it to be or what I expect it to be. And so I have 2 choices. I can either walk away from it or I can adjust myself to it. And I think the first thing they said to us was sacrifices. So remember, everybody makes sacrifices at some point in their life. You can look at it as a sacrifice as something that's negative, or you can look at it as something that's positive. Spirit's saying to me right now, it's an adjustment. it is an adjustment. So we don't have to be so black or white about it. We can realize that a sacrifice may be a little bit of give and take that has to happen, a little bit more of that. Okay, so everybody that chose card number 2, this is a reminder again, just about they're saying to me about the connections with the relationships right now. So that are you giving, they're saying a question, are you getting less than what you're giving? So just having an idea of how that sits with you and having the knowing of maybe you don't need to put so much energy into that particular area, that you can pull some of it out, if that makes sense to everybody. And of course, the stone that we chose, there's the kyanite. So that's communication, right? That's communication. So anybody that's chosen card number 2, there needs to be more communication around your friendships, about your relationships. There needs to be more communication. I have to pause for a second and let George out because he is going to sit here and cry. Sorry, guys. My cat George sits in when I do the readings, and of course he just gets bored halfway through and then has to get out, so we let him out. Okay, everybody that chose card number 2, that's the loyal heart, and then that's the kyanite. And feel into that, because Spirit is saying to me right now, there's going to be more hidden meanings for you in this card. More hidden meanings in this, okay? So it's going to be... because they're just saying take a deeper look. They're saying take a deeper look, okay? So and it's saying to the owl, so take a moment when you're done this, if you chose card number 2, and go look up into what the spirit guide animal owl, what the meaning is behind that. I'm going to say that it probably has something to do with wisdom, right? Something to do with wisdom. That's the energy from the owl. So, and if anybody knows what the spirit guide owl is right now, or you want to look it up quickly, if you want to multitask and put it in here for us, that'd be awesome. And then that's for everybody that chose card number 2. Okay, let's go over to card number 3. And so this is a brand new stone for me. I've never seen it. I've never heard of it before. So I'm probably going to say it wrong, but I'll give you guys a minute to guess at it, because it's a beautiful, beautiful stone. You can see the beautiful green in it. And it's probably not going to be, it's not a very common stone. I don't know why my camera doesn't want to focus there. But it's really, really high vibrational. I actually had to take it off. I wore it for a little bit and had to take it off because it was so powerful. And remember, gemstones are like that sometimes, right? It's that not all gemstones are great for you all the time. Sometimes you can put on a gemstone, it feels awesome and really works with your energy. And sometimes you need to take it off because it's too much for your energy. And so I found that was with this particular stone. So pay attention to how the stones are making you feel. Okay, so this stone is called chrysoprase. Chrysoprase, I'm going to spell it because it is CHRYSOPRACE. Chrysoprase. Let me know if any of you guys have worked with this before, seen it before. Like I said, it's the first time. I had never heard of it before, but was drawn to it. So this particular gemstone is a very powerful healing stone. It is, of course, because we have the color green, it's very supportive for the heart chakra, right? So it's also a very great stone for attracting love into your life. So new love in particular, this stone is about. Also about abundance and prosperity. And I think that's probably why somebody recommended it to me about it, because it's great for business owners. So it's great for people who are self-employed, for creating abundance and prosperity around the work that you do. It, of course, heals the heart and removes depression and anxiety. So that's a powerful healing tool. Also, it is very strong for spiritual protection. And it also is a very strong stone for balance and stability, right? So creating that stability in our lives through the heart center, which is really, really important. Okay, so this is for everybody that has chose card number, and it's so light. It like literally is so light. Yeah, Maxine's saying she's never seen this before. I had never ever seen it before myself either. But it is, again, it's from the Sinus Finnicus on Etsy. And I think they're from Finland. I think this company is from Finland. Okay, so card number 3 for everybody that chose card number 3. Wasn't that interesting? And the deck I'm using is the Wisdom of Oracle. This is the Colette Baron Reid Wisdom of Oracle deck. So this is a change in the wind. So everybody who chose card number 3, let's just go in and look at that. I don't know if you can see it. There's like a face in there with the zebra and the wind blowing and quite the story going on. Okay, so let me just go in and see what Spirit gives everybody for card number 3 if you've chosen it. They're saying to me unraveling of old ideas. So they're saying things are not what they seem. They're saying that there could be some confusion around making decisions. They're also talking about making connections, confusion around connections, which would make sense with that stone as well, right? If we talk about the new love. So I feel like that is for around relationships as well. And they're saying to me a new way of looking at things. So a new way of experiencing things. I do feel like they're saying to me releasing and letting go. So I do feel like, again, when it comes to relationships, they're showing like they're going to the heart. They're showing the heart. And then they're showing me literally like cutting the strings. So cutting the strings that are attaching through a relationship and through a heart. But in a good way, like in a positive, like freeing way. They're making me feel like that when this happens, when you're doing this, you're actually able to see things through your own perception instead of, they're saying, through a limited perception that belongs to somebody else. They're saying to me that this is also about stability. This is about not feeling stable in your decisions or stable in where you are right now. They're talking about finances. So I guess that goes well with that stone, doesn't it? Last thing we said was stability and abundance, prosperity. See, I don't make this stuff up, guys. They put the crystals with the right cards. So let me see what else they're saying about that. Yeah, so they're saying underfoot to me, and so I'm not sure the meaning of that, guys. You understand? Underfoot. They're showing me this underfoot. And I do feel like it's like a crumbling of foundation, like like the old belief system, the letting go of the old ideals. And I really feel like they're talking about, like, if this is not something that you're going to do, it's going to happen for you. Again, they're saying to me the cycles of it. It's like this, again, the cycles coming through. They're saying the winds of change. I guess the word is a change in the wind, but they're saying the winds of change. So it's kind of like, when a storm comes through, it will definitely disassemble things, but it also creates the opportunity to rebuild, right? And so I feel like this is part of this. So if you chose card number 3, this is, again, looking for the opportunity in the experiences that we have. So seeing this opportunity as rebuilding, the opportunity for rebuilding. And they're saying to me right now, starting with your foundation. So remembering to start at the foundation and not bypass. I think there's a lot of spiritual bypassing that's going on right now or trying to happen. And this is just where, people think that they can take a magic potion and then they've learned the lesson. And sometimes we actually have to have the experience of things firsthand, and that's how we learn the lessons the best. And so I really feel like this is, because they're saying to me right now, it's unraveling. It's going to feel like an unraveling. And I know that maybe that's where they were talking about remember, will we be shaking in our boots, or will we be dancing in excitement and celebration? So remember, if you're feeling unraveled or feeling like your boots are shaking, like you're feeling a little insecure, remember they're talking about the stability of your foundation. So again, doing things that will solidify, right? The way you're feeling, where you're standing. Think about, and they're showing me right now, look at a tree. So the way the tree's roots are deep into the ground, and so the branches and the leaves can blow all over the place, but it doesn't knock the tree down, right? It's the tree learns to bend and flow with the changes, right? But because they know that they have that stability, they've got the roots into the ground. And how do we grow our roots? How do we, right? It's through our spiritual practices. It's through meditation. It's through prayer. It's through soul connection. All of that builds our foundation. Okay, so we'll do a recap for everybody. Trisha's saying Scorpions, the band sings Wind of Change. It's been playing on the radio a lot. Really? I'll have to look that up. So look that up and see what the lyrics, if the lyrics make sense for everybody that chose card number 3. So card number 1 is the Round and Round. And we know we have to look up the lyrics for that song too. And then the stone for that is the Solar Quartz. Everybody that chose card number 2, your card is the Loyal Hearts. We're going to look into the meanings behind the owls. And then the stone is the Kyanite. And then our third card is the Change in the Wind. And then the stone is the Chrysoprase. And so everybody can take a look at that meaning of that song that we put on there. I don't know that song, but it'd be interesting to know what the words are with that, if that goes in with the stone and with the card itself. Okay, guys. So big energies coming through. We're going to have a lot to kind of get through together. Remember, that is, the reason why we all come together is for that connection, for that support. There's strength in numbers. We have to remind ourselves about this for sure. Okay. And I will be popping on with you guys on Thursday, probably around the same time, 3:30, I think, Eastern Standard Time. So in the afternoons, usually what time I get my readings done by. So around that time on Thursday to do the group healing session. We had such an awesome participation last week. And if you guys got a chance to see it, we had some brave souls that came on and actually came on camera and did the before and after energetics with us, which is kind of cool. And so we saw some major shifts energetically. So I'm going to continue doing that with you guys because the feedback is tremendous. And of course, I think Spirit again wants me to be helping everybody to raise their vibration. I think that's part of my role as a light worker and the work that I do. So it's my pleasure to be able to be the channel and bring that healing frequency into everybody. Okay, so everybody have a awesome week. Follow the guidance of your guides. Make sure that you're connecting with them on a regular basis. I think that was one for my mediumship students this week. If you're on there, I think that was our homework, making your connection with your spirit team every day. Okay, so let's make sure that we do that. I'm sending you guys all huge blessings, and I will see you guys on Thursday. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.